So first of all, thanks for having me. What made you want to say, hey, I'm going to bring Michael Jr. to chapel? What made you?
It was your offer to come for nothing.
Okay, no. What I said I wouldn't come for nothing.
Oh.
So, I wouldn't come to
No,
that
well,
for
I
nothing.
heard you in Southern California, and then we had a conversation afterward, and I thought, you know what? I want to do all, I want you to come here.
Oh, that's awesome,
and
dude.
we're also got you scheduled for a faculty retreat in September.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then tell them what else you got me scheduled for. Tell them what else.
I know what you want me to schedule you for.
What might that be? I mean, in general. What might that be in general?
It's the
In general?
it's the
Okay.
World Pentecostal Conference in 2036, I believe. Yeah.
It's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and start this interview process. So it's so cool you sit here and do it. First of all, I got to start out just to make sure we're on the same page. Are you a believer? You're a believer.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. Just want to make sure we're on the same page there. Let's start there. And you've been married. How long have you been married?
45 and a half years.
45 and a half years. Now, is that in a row, like nonstop? Is that?
Most of the time.
It's great. I'm going to do the jokes if you don't mind.
So my job is so serious, I need a break.
Yeah. So how did you propose to your wife? How did you propose?
It was 2 weeks after our first date, and I decided I wanted to marry her, and I was nervous and didn't know how to ask the question, so we were driving to a fiddling contest. It's a true story.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to translate
Fiddling contest.
what exactly.
And we were out on a highway. I think it was I-40. I don't know where. I can't remember now what.
No, really, you're gonna have to translate.
Yeah, but we
fiddling.
What
What is
like
fi-
like
Oh,
one of these
I was about
Ozark
to say,
fiddling.
dude,
No,
you
no,
shouldn't
no.
be fiddling with your wife
Yeah,
before
no.
you're married. Like, it's not even married.
You're right.
Okay.
That's a good one, Michael.
That's hilarious. So what happened?
So I finally, I was so nervous, I just pulled the car off the side of the road on the interstate
We're out of
and
gas.
asked her to marry
I
me.
get it.
No, I just, she said, see, think about it.
So wait a minute. She didn't even say yes right away?
No. She doesn't do anything quickly.
I think it's. That's hilarious. She's probably on her way here right now, actually. She's still getting dressed. Wow, so she didn't say yes right away. Well, let me tell you what happened and why she didn't say yes right away. Just from what I gather, she'd only known you for 2 weeks, and you driving down the road and you pull over to the side. That's a little threatening. I just want to point that out. She's like, if I get home safely, I'll think about it. That is awesome, dude. How long before she said yes?
I think it was about a week.
Another week. Cool, man. She's leaving her options open. Let's hear that, man. That's cool. So you have 2 earned doctorate degrees. Wow. How do you feel about that?
I feel good about that.
No. I mean, how do you feel about the fact that you didn't get any honorary ones? Yeah. How do you feel? You okay? All right, well, let's move on. I guess you don't want to talk about that. That's fine. Now, as a superintendent, can you kind of explain to me what's the difference between what a superintendent does and a regular intendant?
I don't park cars.
That's hilarious. Because cars.
Pick up your notes.
Okay, I'm gonna do. Yeah. I got the questions right here. First of all, okay, that's the wrong question. That's for the Assemblies of God Church. Now, what did you do before you became the big dog?
I was the third dog.
Wow. So you just jumped the second dog and just became.
Jumped the second dog. You're
Jumped
right.
the second. That is awesome. He's the third dog. Cool. I wouldn't want to be the second dog right now, I guess. Okay, let me stop before it gets weird. Now, general counsel, will that always be like a general counsel? Is there any point where it will become more specific?
That really is like the general superintendent never becomes specific either. I don't even think specific.
This is just people just see you walking around, you just like the face, you like the poster child.
That's right.
But you look, I gotta say, you do look good for, you're like 83, what is it? It's comedy, remember. Okay? It's comedy. I know, you're only 80, and put 3 years
Okay,
on
Pope
you.
Benedict is 83 also.
Wow, cool. I don't know who that is. Now, I know every time you take a trip, you have a camel collection. You always get a camel when you come back. That's pretty cool. How long you been smoking? Maybe we shouldn't talk about that. Have you ever been fired from a job?
Yes.
You have? Wow,
Yes.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Sure. I was 16 years of age.
Mm-hmm. So wait, let me do the math.
I came on the campus at Evangel.
Can't do that math. It was a long time.
And it was the summer before school started, and the college was so short of funds, they weren't laying a tarp down for the guys that were painting, and so there were paint splatters all along the floor, and my job was to, all day with a scraper, scrape the paint off of the floor.
Wow.
And there was a paint can sitting there one day, and I got tired of being on my haunches for hour after hour.
Yeah.
So I sat on the paint can to scrape, and the boss came along, thought I was loafing, and fired me.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Sitting on
unjust.
So you just kind of kicked your can, huh? You just told you to get on. Wow, that's so cool. Little known fact about Dr. Wood, he's been fired. So when he puts you in the office, don't feel bad. I'm just playing. That was weird. People got scared. You don't fire people around here.
He rehired me when he found out the truth, that I actually had been working.
He rehired you? Why you gotta
Yeah.
mess up the story, dude? It was great before this. And I got my job back after all.
I want to redeem my character.
No, he did. He rehired you. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
And had you picking up paint. Now, under what circumstance would you fire yourself?
If I no longer could do the job.
You'd fire yourself? Yeah, you get unemployment that way. That's good. You don't want to quit. You don't want to quit. That's good. You fire yourself. That's great. So in a household, let me ask you this. In a household, who do you think should be like the lead of the house? The man or the woman? Who do you think?
Well, what I think and what actually happens is two different stories.
That's a great answer. We're going to leave it at that. That is awesome. That is so cool. That was a great answer. That's funny. I'm going to need you to stop that. That is great, man. It's like we rehearsed that one or something. That was great. Man. So I know the AG, I know you guys have your own bank. Wow. You got the key to the safe?
I really don't.
He thought about it. He's like, I shouldn't tell him. No, that'd be weird if you had the key to the safe. You'd be like, yo, the ATM machine wasn't working. I just thought I'd come in here and get a little more. That'd be weird, that'd be weird. All right, I think this might be the last question. Now, I know at General Counsel, you have a kids section.
Yep.
You have a youth section.
Right.
Talk to me about the adult section. That is awesome.
They play a different kind of game.
That is awesome. Yo, y'all give it up for Dr. Wood. He is phenomenal. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.